Hello and welcome back everyone to our another episode of BTP development for UI5 and Fiori apps. In the last session, we started the concept of CSS. So CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and mainly it is used for beautifying our HTML pages. Yes, that's what it is used for. So let's do one thing. I'll create a new file here. Let's name it CSS demo.html, and let's have few code here. HTML, the head section, body. Now in that, I'm bringing my previous things here like the classification. Let's say class equal to box. That's something is the classification I'm putting. And under it, I'll have the subchildren where let's say div class equal to box title. And I'm giving here heading, let's say what is HTML. Then I'll have the box body area. So content area. Another classification I'll make it, let's say box content. And we can just put this, which is standard markup language for creating web pages. That's one. Same thing, I'll put it for CSS, and I'm saying CSS. And CSS stands for cascading style sheet and used for designing purpose. Perfect. Then JS, to create the interactive web pages. Perfect. That's something we have here. Yes, right. Let's check the output. Right click, open with the 5 server, and we can check it here. It's opening, I believe, index.html. Let me just change it, CSS demo.html. That's our file, correct? That's our file. Now we can start with the implementation part here. And let's say I'm changing the background color. So I'm changing here directly the body area with background color. I'll say style, background color, and let's give this color as turquoise. Entire body will be changed. See, correct? That's the inline CSS part. Inline CSS. Now suppose I'm coming here and I'm giving in the div head section, I'm giving the style here. So what I will do is I'll give here a style equal to, and I'm giving here color equal to, let's say, tomato. That's the color I'm giving. So this color has changed to tomato, correct? Same I will give it for here for another title. And for GS also. So this is internal CSS where you are giving at the element level. See, sorry, this is the inline CSS here where we are giving it at the element level, element level, correct? And we can check the output. All the heading has been shifted. So if we talk about the inline CSS here, there are some limitation for that. Inline CSS is not much recommended as It requires heavy maintenance. For example, suppose today I want to make the changes of this third one. What I will have to do, I'll have to go inside of it and I'll have to change it. Yes. So if I want to change all these headings, I'll have to go one by one to each and every this their heading area, and then I will be changing the style. Correct or not? Yes, that's something we'll be doing here. So it is not a preferred approach. Instead, what you can do is you can go with the second one, which is the internal CSS. So in the brain area, come here and create a style section. And then with the help of selector, we have the H2 as selector. You can simply give here the color. Let's say color equal to magenta. That's something I'm giving. So now automatically wherever the H2 is being used, automatically it will be applied. Let me just remove this inline CSS. I'll go with the internal one. That is more preferred. Directly with the help of the element, I can use the properties. So wherever the H2 tag is being used there, this is the heading, second heading, and the third heading. Automatically this color will be applied. You see, magenta color. Correct or not? Magenta color. Yes. Yes. Similarly, we can go with the classification also. So in case if you don't want this, you can go with another one. We have the classification also, box title, that also we can use. So it is a classification. Classification will be used with dot keyword, and also a color equal to, let's say, red. See, isn't it? This got added. Yes. Similarly, we can give the classification to the box content area also. So I'll come to that. Dot box content, and we can give width. Let's say width equal to 100 or 180 pixel. Background color we can give here as yellow. And further I can go with the color as blue. You see, getting changed. Correct or not? See, we can give here font family also as, let's say, cursive family. See, you can give the border also here. Let's say I'm giving border as 5 pixel dotted black. See, the border apart, isn't it? So this is the designing part. Now these boxes are in the left area. We can make them floating also. So in case everything is under this parent box classification. So I can come here and I'll say dot box, and I will enable the float property to left area. To the left area. That you see, isn't it? That's the left area. You can give a margin in between them also, like this way. So that totally depends what we want. So that is the concept of your internal CSS that we discussed here in this session. In the next session, we will see some more important things about the CSS. So thank you very much for watching our video. Please do subscribe our channel, and for anything, any kind of training, please kindly reach out to us. Thank you very much. Bye bye.